Sir.
Kernel is the main. So an operating system has many components. Main component of a operating system is called kernel. Kernel is responsible for managing hardware, directly interacting with hardware using device drivers. It will run other applications. So in this Windows operating system, I can run these applications because it is handled by kernel, and this hardware device like keyboard, mouse, hard disk, monitor, everything is handled by kernel. So kernel is the core of the operating system that manages hardware directly using device drivers as well as other applications.
Okay,
Yesterday
sir.
we saw the installation of Linux CentOS. So installation was complete. Next, see, then you are going to log in as administrator or root user. So enter root, enter password for root user, root123, and this is your. Oh, why it is not coming? Okay, you will get the. This is your desktop. So you have, say there is no start menu here, but you have the menus to start applications. Then places, this is a menu where you can directly go to any locations in your computer. So in application, so see desktop, once you log in, you will get the desktop. So in desktop is an area where you can use your mouse and keyboard as well. So Linux desktops have. So don't try to remember everything in this particular chapter. Just understand that these things are there with the desktop. That is enough. Don't try to memorize everything. So this is the work area. This is the top panel. This is the bottom panel. So in Genome desktop, you have the main menus on the top left corner. And see desktop preferences, you can change desktop background, screensaver, you can add browsers, other applications, change themes, everything. So the top panel will contain applications and places basically. See this applications menu, from here you can start anything. So you can start application programs, you can start system utilities to manage your hardware and other applications. And you can see accessories. There are so many sub items here. Office programs. If you had selected say office packages for installation, programming, system tools. So we will be frequently visiting these system tools because we are going to manage many. We can manage many devices, hardware devices using system tools. And see, uh, when you log into the system as a root user, you will log into this folder /root. This is the thing you must understand here. When you log in as a normal user, you will log into /home/username. And in your home folder, home directory, you will have some default directories like desktop, documents, downloads folder, music folder, pictures, public files, video. See, this is just like your Windows operating system. So see here, in this system, I have logged in as Roshan. So in C drive, you have a folder called users. In this folder, there is a folder called Roshan. So this is my home directory. Here you can see there are many uh, uh, default directories: desktop, documents, downloads, favorites, links, music, pictures, searches. See, I did not create any of these directories. When I created this user, these directories were already created. So here you can see what is the path for normal user. C drive, users, Roshan, right? Hello. Isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
Hello, guys.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
for
Yes, sir.
administrator also the path will be C drive, users, Roshan. So you can select, see, you can OP path. So to paste this in Notepad. So you can see the path is C: usage portion. So see, this is the path. But in Linux, how will you get this path for a normal user? Slash. So in Windows, you will use this slash, but in backward slash. In Linux, you are going to use forward slash. Okay, that is the difference. Clear, everyone? Hello. Windows uses this backslash.
Yes, sir.
Linux uses forward slash. So here you can
Yes,
see
sir.
slash root slash home username. So see, I logged into this system, and this is called a console login, right? I am directly sitting in front of this system, and I have logged in directly. I can use a network login using a third-party software called Putty. So I have already installed it here, Putty. So what is Putty? It is a third-party software that you can use to log into remotely to your servers and systems. So using many protocols, so not Putty. So this is the website, their official website. If you click here, you can see there are versions for 64-bit, 86, 32-bit, and you download it, install it in your system. When you run it, you will get this interface. Here you must enter the IP address of the Linux machine. So how will you check the IP address? See, in the network is not yet started, so you can go to applications, system tools, settings. See, you can go for networking. Where is networking? Network. See, it is off now, so make it on. To see the IP address, you can click this wheel icon here. Connect automatically and apply. Once again, see this. So now you have an IP address, right? 192.168.43.61, correct? Please remember
Yes, sir.
this. This is the IP address we are going to use for connecting through this Putty. So 192.168.43.61, isn't it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
43.61. Okay. Now, say you can change the appearance. So you can go to this appearance 16, font size 16. Okay. Now click open. It will ask for a security acceptance. So accept that. Then you log in as root administrator, enter the password also. So now you have logged in. So let us, so the benefit of using this Putty is that you can open multiple terminals. Like see, you can open one more terminal here. See, this time I am going to log in as user one. So yesterday, when we installed Linux, we created one user, user one, and so let us log in as user one. So 192.168.43.61. So open user one. So this is a normal user. His password is user. Okay. Clear the screen. Here also. Clear the screen. How will you clear the screen? That you will see. See, for administrator, root user, you can see there is a pound symbol here, right? Hello. This is one of the
Yes,
ways
sir.
you will add. But for normal users, you will get a dollar symbol. And see how this command prompt is looking. See, username at the right, system name, machine name, followed by tilde symbol. This is representing your current directory. Okay, here also for this user, user1, username, @ machine name, tilde symbol represents your current directory. So we will see that. So everyone take the notes for this desktop notes. Then we will move to the next one, shell.
Sir, can you scroll up from first?
So this is the first one.
Done, sir.
Okay. Done, sir. Done, sir.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, shell. So shell is a program where user will enter the commands. So this is one shell. This is another shell. You can start another shell here in graphics environment also. You right click this desktop, open terminal. So this is another shell. Here you can start many shells, right click, open terminal. So this is also another shell. And shell will wait for your commands. So you will type commands like date or anything commands like that. We will see the commands. And see, shell user will enter the commands in the shell. Shell will interpret, understand the command, and it will send that instruction to the kernel. Kernel is what interacting with the hardware, like your hard disk, keyboard, mouse, etc., monitor, everything. Now, see here how kernel will work. See, kernel will read the command, then it will process the command, what to do with this command, then execute the command. So do the operation for that command and display the result back on the screen. So terminal emulator, yesterday we saw, see the same thing, right? Terminal emulator, this emulator is where user will enter the username and password to log in. Because see here you did not enter any username and password because you are already logged in here, right? Into the desktop. Inside desktop you are opening it.
Yes, sir.
Then and so let us see. So what is the prompt? See how this prompt is shown here. So username followed by @ followed by machine name followed by the current working directory and a $sign for normal user, pound symbol for root user administrator. Now let us see some simple commands. So you can see today's date using date. Sorry, where is it? Okay. You want to see today's date, so you can use date command. You want to see today's calendar, so calendar is the command. You want to see free disk space, how much space is used on your hard disk, how much space is free if df-h. H stands for human readable format. You want to check the memory status, how much memory is there in your system, how much memory is used, how much memory is free, free minus h. You can see the history of commands you have entered in your system using history command. So after entering some commands and displaying some output, your screen will have so many characters, text. So if you want to clear the screen, you can write clear screen command, or you can press Ctrl L. If you want to exit from a shell, you can use exit command. So let us do this one by one. So I want to see the date, today's date. So that command is date. Sorry, today's date is March 29, and it is showing you the time also here 2022. And you want to see today's calendar. So it is showing you today's calendar, March 2022, 29 is the date. And you want to see the disk space, df minus h. So it is showing you all the available disk space in your system, how much it is used, how much how much space is available. All this information are shown here in this single command. And if you want to see the free memory space, free minus h, so it will show you the memory, total memory, 4 GB memory we have given to the virtual machine. Out of that, 818 MB is used. Free 2000, no, 2 GB memory is free. We had created virtual memory or swap space. Now nothing is used from this swap space. So if you want to see the history, so okay, if you want to clear the screen, you can use the clear command. So that will clear the screen. If you want to see all the commands used so far, you can use history command. That will show you whatever commands you have executed so far. And if you want to exit from this terminal, any terminal, so for example, I can use exit command, it will close this terminal. So it has closed. So please take the notes for this chapter. Very simple chapter and very humble introduction to the command line world of Linux. Okay. Yes, Ashwini. Hello, Ashwini. Ashwini Singh.
Yes, sir.
Why are you trying to log in using 2 devices?
Actually, sir, network connection का problem है, that's why.
See,
Okay.
management or administration, they will not allow this. So if
Okay,
they
sir.
say this, so if they see this, they will ask you. So Ruba madam, she will come, she will check who is using 2 devices. So,
Done, sir.
file system and navigation. See, this is the most important chapter of this entire Linux class. If you know this chapter thoroughly, you know 40% of Linux. If you know this chapter word by word, sentence by sentence, so give that much importance for this chapter. Each word and sentences are very, very important. By heart this chapter. So if you know this chapter, you can say that I know 40% of Linux. Clear, everyone? So that much importance is there for this chapter. So now, see, file systems and navigation. So Linux organizes everything. So you have installed it. How Linux is organizing everything in a system? It uses a hierarchical directory structure. Hierarchical means there is an order. So in Windows, you can say, see, you will have a hard disk and you will have a C drive, D drive, etc. Right? Isn't it? In your
Yes,
Windows,
sir.
you will have C drive, D drive, and you will create a folder here, and you can create a new folder here, and you can create another folder here. Under this, you will create another folder. So this is the tree structure, right? And you can
Yes,
start another tree structure here, and you will can create another folder. You can create another subfolder here. But so this is a multi-tree structure, right? Windows, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? But
Yes,
in
sir.
case of Linux,
Yes, sir.
it is a single tree structure. So, say you have a hard disk, and there is one tree that starts with a root directory called /. So this // is called root directory. All other directories will come under this root directory. So you have many system directories here, etc. /etc/bin, and so then you will create other directories here. So there is only one single directory under which other directories are created. Now you can see that image here, and you have the root directory here represented as /. Then see, these are main system directories automatically created when you see. You don't have to create any of these directories. These directories will be automatically created. What are these directories? We will study. Then under these directories, you have subdirectories. So here you should take care of two directories, very, very important. One is root, another one is home. So when you log in as a root user, you are logging into this directory. Hello, clear? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When you log in as a normal user, for example, user 1, you are logging into this directory. Okay. So let us see that. How will you see that? So you have a command called pwd, print working directory, and it is showing you /root, right?
Yes, sir.
So here for normal use, if you use pwd, it will show you /home/user1. So user1 is in that directory. And now current working directory. So you have current working directory and say parent directory. So where the user is now, that is called current working directory. The directory above the current working directory is called parent directory. The directory below the current working directory is called subdirectory. So current working directory, parent working directory, parent directory, and subdirectory. So now you are here. This is your current working directory. What is parent directory? A, right?
A. Yes, sir.
What is subdirectory? B. Okay.
B.
Okay. Now, see, to see the present working directory, you can use pwd. To see the contents of a directory, you can use ls command. ls stands for list. So if you want to see the contents of /root, let us clear this. So where are you now? You are in /root. You can use ls command. ls will show you the contents of a directory, files and directories, other directories. And see, if you want to see a long, so this is just showing the names of the contents. If you want to get all the properties of this contents, you can use an option ls. So very, very important option, ls -l. So this will show you the detailed information about the contents of the directory. So what are the permissions? What are the shortcuts? Who is the root owner? Who is the group? What is the size? When did you create it? When did you access it? What is the name? Okay, let us keep it there. Now, if you want to change from one directory to another directory, you will use another command called cd. cd stands for change directory. So now, see, you are in your present working directory is /root. Here you have many other directories, documents, music. I want to change to music directory. So what I will do is change directory, music. Okay. Now if you use present working directory, you can see what is your path.
The root.
This is your path. So this is called the path. Okay. Hello guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is a path? Path is a list of directories. Clear? Hello guys.
Yes, sir. Path is
Path is a list of directories. If you
It's
want
list.
to go to previous directories, so that means your parent directory, you can use cd ... represents parent directory. What is the parent of music?
root.
Root. So if I press enter, and you are, where are you now?
Root.
/root. Okay.
Yes.
See, if so again, let us go to music. Now where are you now? your present working directory is /root/music. There
Yes,
is
sir.
one more directory called dot. Dot means this directory. It represents this directory. Where are you now?
Music.
See,
/root/music.
And
Stood.
dot represents music itself. Dot represents /root. So if I press enter, nothing is going to change. Why? See, if you, because dot represent music
Present.
itself.
Yes.
It is like looking at a mirror. When you look at a mirror, you will see yourself, right? So,
Yes, sir.
but you cannot see these directories because these are hidden directories. So if you want to see hidden directories and files, you can use an option called ls-a. So you can see now dot and dot, right? Isn't it? Hello? Here it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is path name? Path is a list of directories. So there are two types of paths, absolute paths and relative paths. Absolute path is a path that always starts from root. So if you are here, what is the absolute path? /user/bin. Relative path is always starting from your current directory. So if you are here, what is your relative directory?
Local. /local/bin.
So see, absolute path will always start from root. So for this file, absolute path is /home/user/node. Okay. Suppose that you are here in this directory. So what is the absolute path? Home user, right? So this is relative path and this is the absolute path.
Yeah.
Understood, everyone? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let us see the system directories. So there are built-in directories in Linux. You are not creating any of these directories when you install Linux. These directories will be automatically created when you install Linux. So first one is root. So it is the root of the file system. Then you have /bin. Bin stands for binary. It contains programs used by normal user, like user 1, user 2. Even an administrator can use this, but normal users can use only this commands here in this bin. /boot. This directory contains booting files. So when your system boots, it uses bootloader and the kernel. All these things are stored here in boot, /boot. /dev. Dev stands for device. So all device files are stored here in /dev, including your keyboard, mouse, hard disk, CD drive, everything is stored as files here. /etc. In Linux, you are going to run many services. These services say like DNS, DHCP. So in Windows, you configured DNS, DHCP, and you configured some names, range, and everything. So all those data will be stored somewhere. In Linux, all those data will be stored in text files, and these text files are stored in /etc. etc stands for etc. /home. This is the home directory for normal users, for user 1, user 2, etc. /lib. This is library files for many different programs. So sometimes, not sometimes, most of the applications in Windows and programs in Windows as well as Linux, they have common code. So MS Office in Microsoft, it is from Microsoft Office. MS Paint is also from Microsoft Office. So there are some code that can be used by MS Paint as well as MS Office. So there is no need to write it twice, like in MS Paint and MS Office. You will save it in a file. When this code is required, it will load this. So this is a shared code between two programs. Such codes are stored in /lib library. Media or /mnt. This is the mount directory. So you want to use a hard disk partition or a hard disk, you must first attach that to a folder or directory. This is the directory where you will attach your CD drive, USB, and storage devices, etc. /opt, these are for optional packages for third-party applications. So if you are installing, so for example, you don't have Linux, Zoom. So if you want to use Zoom one from Linux, Zoom will install some additional files. These additional files will be stored here, /opt, /proc. So proc stands for processes. So in Linux, there are many processes running. All these processes use a directory for its storing its data and everything. These directories will be created under /proc. /root, this is the home directory for root user. /sbin, this is the these are the commands used by root user, system administrator. It is just like bin, but these commands can be executed only by the administrator. /srv, so services. So in Linux, we are going to use many services like HTTP, FTP, and all these. So all these services like NFS, Network File System, FTP, they store their data in this directory.